Let's drill down on some of these results. What's next for both parties? NBC's senior Washington correspondent Hallie Jackson with us this morning. So, Hallie, control of the Senate no longer at issue. Democrats hold on. What does that do for the Georgia race if it's not hinging on Senate control?
It's a real question of turnout, right? Are people, are Georgians still going to show up and vote if, in fact, it means, unlike what we saw in 2020, 2021, that control of the Senate is not at stake? Now, listen, both parties are still incentivized. Democrats would love 51 seats just to give some wiggle room. Republicans would love to keep Democrats down at 50 there. You're still seeing a lot of attention, a lot of national backing for each of these candidates in this race. But again, will people feel motivated to yet again get out there and cast their ballots?
Let's talk about the House. It is undecided this morning. We are projecting a Republican-controlled House. But if it is such a narrow margin, how does that affect the Republican agenda? How does that affect would-be Speaker McCarthy's job?
Okay, so any Republican majority means you are probably going to see a lot of investigations into President Biden and the White House on everything from COVID to Afghanistan. But that very, very slim majority means that the actual work of governing is just going to be trickier. It's just going to be messier, right? Because it means that with fewer, with less wiggle room, basically, a smaller group of members could have more power to say, well, wait a second, I have this demand or that demand, and kind of hold hostage some of these various bills. That's going to be the big challenge for House Speaker, if he is House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. And as Garrett has explained, Savannah, that's still an open question.
Well, can we talk a little bit more about this? Because the conventional wisdom is that it would be the far right members who would hold more sway if there's this narrow margin. Why is that? Why would that particular aspect of the Republican conference have more power than, say, the moderate wing of the party?
So there's sort of two answers here. One is because the House Freedom Caucus, which is the sort of far-right, ultra-conservative wing of the Republican conference in the House, is well organized. They understand how to flex their muscle. They've done it before. They've tried to do that before. That said, with such a tiny majority, if it is, let's say, 3-4 seats, you could see a coalition of moderate members, Savannah, come together and have the same kind of sway, right? It makes every Republican member of Congress, every Democratic member, too, pretty important if, in fact, the margin is just, let's say, 3, 4, 5.
And very quickly, just the seconds we have, President Trump expected to announce his presidential run tomorrow. What are you expecting?
2016 vibes, I'm told from sources I've been talking to, is that he is going to get out there. It's going to feel a lot like it did in 2016. Same kind of visuals, same kind of message. He's feeling aggrieved. I'm told that in his scripted remarks, there's no mention of two of his potential primary rivals, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin. But, Savannah, you know as well as I do that this is a former president who has rarely kept to his scripted remarks. We'll see.
All right. Hallie Jackson in Washington. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.